You like reading?
Yeah, I like reading. It's just the type of things I read, you don't appreciate it.
Ireland. Okay, who goes to Ireland anyway?
Who doesn't go to Ireland? Are you kidding me?
Hello
guys. So it's us again. We are back.
Yep.
And today we want to just share about our lives. We want to give you some more information about like who we are, what we do, share some fun facts, and yeah, just help you to get to know us better. So could you want to start? Can you tell us anything about yourself? Maybe your education, where you went to school, or any
All right.
thing you think is memorable?
So I was born in Accra, Ghana. Now, fun fact about me, that I was born on the University of Ghana campus and I lived there for 32 years of my life. You know, like I know very few people who have done that, but I was born there, did my primary education, junior high school at the University Primary School. And then by that time, I was bored of Accra and living.
So
on
were
campus.
You living with your mom? You're part of those people who live with their mom till. Is that what was happening?
Yeah, but I mean, I live with my parents. My dad passed away when I was 8 years old, and I was living with my mom.
For 32 years.
For 32 years. So yes, I'm an original mommy's boy, unapologetically, like, yeah. So after junior high school, went to Cape Coast and went to Infantspoon School, studied general science there, and I still wasn't, I hadn't had my fill of life outside Legon. So from there I went on to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, studied electrical engineering.
Nice.
And after that, I always say that my passion had always been for IT, even right before the university.
I know electrical engineering tech is for like the sharks. When we say sharks, we mean people in Ghana who are like brilliant.
Brilliant. Oh yeah, I mean it was an interesting class. You had like the best of the best of science students from all over the country coming together in that class. Yeah, the creme de la creme. So you would sit in the class and you see all the finalists from the National Science and Maths quiz
in
competition.
the class,
So yeah, it was a tough class to be in. But as I said, I was always interested in IT. So engineering was a bit of that was the closest thing to IT at the time. There weren't any IT programs that I would have chosen to opt for. So I did that, and I've been working in IT for about 10, 11 years now. And yeah, I guess it's been a great journey so far. So what about you?
So I lived in Accra all my life. I was born in Accra, went to school in Accra, primary school, junior high school, senior high school in Accra. Went to University of Ghana. Yes, of course, University of Ghana is Ghana's premier university. Everybody wants to go to University of Ghana.
I didn't.
Forget about tech. Yeah, so University of Ghana premier. I got into that.
What did you study?
English and linguistics. Well, Faculty of Arts. I was in the Faculty of Arts.
Okay.
So I really enjoyed my time in Legon. 4 years in Legon. I enjoyed like singing in university choirs. I enjoyed studying at Volta Hall Library and Volta Hall Dining Hall, and sometimes to University of Ghana Legon Hall Dining Hall. Yeah, I really loved it. Yeah, I remember Lighthouse Church. We had services in Legon Hall.
You are an alus?
Yes, I am an alus. I am still a first lover.
Okay, that's good to know.
I mean, I've gone round and round, and for some reason, God has brought me back into first love. It's interesting. Maybe I'll share about that another time. Yeah. So I thought I would be a lawyer. I remember I applied to University of Ghana Law School twice. Actually, on my third try is when I got admission to my PhD. And I'm like, oh yay, PhD. Who cares about law?
Okay. So do you want to tell us about your PhD? Like permanent head damage.
Well, when I was in Ghana, before I got on my PhD, I worked with Data Bank Foundation. Right. So we were like working with children who have intellectual and developmental disabilities. these children are abandoned in the Accra Psychiatric Hospital in Accra. So we work with them. And so my PhD focused on inclusive education for children with intellectual and developmental disabilities in low and middle income countries. I used Ghana as a case study. And I got my PhD from Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario, Canada. Kingston, Ontario, Canada. It wasn't an easy experience at all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I spent 3 years and 5 months. No, 3 years and 4 months on my PhD. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Because I remember praying to God for speed and excellence. Because I had heard people spending like 5 years, 6 years. I'm like, God, you know what? I'm not going to sleep here. So please give me divine speed and excellence. And so by God's grace, I finished. And I was my supervisor's first student from first to last to finish. Yeah. And so shout out to my supervisor Heather and Rosemary. Yeah.
Awesome. That sounds good. For me, I worked with about 4 companies while I was in Ghana. I started work with an internet service provider. I worked with 2 banks. I moved to the telecommunications industry, because IT is that versatile. So I worked in those 4 companies, and then I came to Canada. And I think we'll go more into that Canada section later on. So
I remember African Online. Is that the first organization you worked with?
Africa Online. Did my national service there, worked with them for a while. Really had an awesome experience. Like, I look back and I think I really enjoyed working in Ghana. It's been awesome. Made amazing friends from work that I still keep in touch with today, and learned many lessons. And I think I really enjoyed my work life in Ghana. And so, can you tell us something about growing up? Where did you grow up? I mean, your neighborhood. And
I think I already said this, that I grew up in Accra. We lived.
Accra is a big place. I mean,
my dad worked for Anglo Gold Ashanti. It used to be Ashanti Goldfields. The name got changed to Anglo Gold Ashanti. Okay. So we lived on their premises for 14 years. Actually, I was born there. We lived there for 14 years, and we moved from there to Kaswa. But Kaswa was too far away from school and things like that. So
middle of nowhere.
Yeah, middle of nowhere. We were kind of in some bush. And so I lived with different people, and maybe I'm sure I'll go into that. It's a whole episode. So my siblings and myself were living at different places in Accra. Yeah, it was an interesting yet tough experience. Yeah, living in Accra and trying to get into school and still live a godly life and please God. But then, like you said, it's all contributed to who I am now, and you're going to get an episode on that one actually.
The big story.
Yeah. If I start telling it now, this YouTube will not end.
Yeah, from grass to grace.
Yeah. So living in Accra was okay. Like I remember, especially when we lived in Adabraka, it was so noisy. Like every time noise. So you see how I'm used to noise. It's like I like noise. Even when I'm working, I want music around. I have earphones and things like that because I'm used to noise. And I come from a family of 7 children. I'm the 5th born, and so like privacy, we don't know what privacy means. Yeah, I mean, so,
I'm the opposite because living on the University of Ghana campus, it's always very quiet. So I like quiet environments. I can't noise. I can't study or work with like music or anything around me distracts me. So so imagine how 2 of us from those backgrounds can live together.
Because even in East Lansing, sometimes I'll have friends say, I heard you talking on the phone.
Oh wow.
Like I'm in my room, like somebody will say, I heard you talking on the phone.
Like a
I'm telling
away.
You. Sometimes somebody will say, I heard you singing, I heard you, like every time my voice is heard, even when I think I've closed my windows and things like that. Yeah.
I mean, you kind of have like a very...
They say I have a hoarse voice, but I think I have a nice voice.
I think your voice changes tone depending on the mood and time. So sometimes it sounds like really soft and nice. Other times it's like
Oh,
really heavy and
I think, yeah.
masculine, as some people.
I
would
think the
describe it.
viewers
So-
will even like my voice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it sounds nice and yeah,
Yeah.
good.
I remember talking about masculine. I remember one time in University of Ghana, I was even like tinier than this, and I was just chatting with a friend, and some guy turned.
He was expecting to
like,
see.
Are you the one? Are you the one
I think
talking?
tall.
Yeah. It's like, are you the one talking? I'm like, yes, I'm the one talking. And the guy was amazed. It's like the voice and the body opposite.
Good. Awesome. So,
Yeah.
what are some of your hobbies, or what are some of the things you like to do?
Well, I like to sing. I've been singing in the choir since I was young. So I like singing. I like reading. I like to write a lot.
You like reading?
Yeah, I like reading. It's just the type of things I read, you don't appreciate it.
No, I mean,
I read.
you read
articles.
academic papers. That is not reading. When you have a hobby of reading, it is not about reading articles and papers.
So
It's
what is
reading
that?
books.
So then reading
No, but
articles.
that's
What's that?
that's like education. It's like your work. So
But it's
it's
still
your work,
reading.
your hobby.
It's still reading. Like I can read like 10 articles a day for one information.
Yeah, but you have to read. Like you have to read to do
Read
your
what?
work. You have to read in order to do
Yeah,
your work.
well,
So
I need
it's
to
not
read to do
it's
it.
not really a hobby. It's like you can't do your work
But
without
I'm
reading.
saying it's a hobby. You're saying it's not a hobby. It's a hobby. It is a hobby. I read. I'm always reading. It's just the kind of things you read are different from the things I read. But even now, I've been reading all of Bishop Dart's books I've been reading, right? Spiritual Dangers, Loyalty and Disloyalty, How to Be a Good Shepherd. I've been reading all of these. So, what are you saying? C is quiet. Because you
No
know I'm
comments.
reading those books.
I mean,
All
so
of the
apart
books.
of that, what? So if you go into a discussion with someone and they're like, okay, so what are some of the things you like to read? You tell them, oh, I like to read articles and
then
books
I
and
read
papers
godly
like that.
books. I read godly books. Yeah. But
Anyway.
when I was growing up, though, I was reading books like John Grisham and things like that. But right now, I would rather spend my time reading Loyalty and Disloyalty.
Yeah, you have to. I like reading too, but I mean, I believe in reading widely because you come into contact with a wide spectrum of people, and you should be able to discuss like a wide variety of topics with them. So reading widely is what gives you that opportunity to talk to people about different things, talk about
Right.
politics, talk about economics, talk about technology, talk about current affairs and what's happening in the world today and all those kind of things. So yes, I also like to read, but I do not restrict myself. I like to read widely.
I wouldn't say I restrict myself. If
I read
get
widely.
other books, I will read.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
anyway,
And I agree that reading widely is
I've
good.
given you a long list of books to read, so maybe when you have time, you get onto those books to read. So yeah,
And they are in a queue.
I mean, it's interesting. When I was a child, now my father was a university professor and he had a library, an office with bookcases of books. My mother is a professional librarian, so I've been around books all my life. And I remember when I was younger, my dad always had a slot for me to read each day. So I think it was around 3 p.m.
You guys should get to know Kweku's mom. She speaks all the big English. Like she writes all the big English. Sometimes the words you use.
I mean, she's a reader. She's always buying books. So as I was saying, at 3 p.m. every day, I had to stop whatever I was doing. Even if my friends were over and they were playing, I had to like drop it, put an end to it, and then
Come and read.
go. And he had like a chair for me in the corner of his office, and then I'll sit there and I have to read for at least like an hour and a half. And I think it didn't look like fun during that time, but I appreciate it because it's really helped me a lot in terms of being able to speak and write well. I think that I do.
Yeah,
quite
I
well.
think you really write well.
Yeah.
You speak well.
So those are some of the
like Kweku is
advantages.
my number one reviewer, editor. So some of the things you write, and I know able to see your own mistakes. So yeah, he does a really good job with that.
Editing and stuff like that. So yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
So I know you've traveled a bit. What are some of your travel experiences or anything?
Which year? What was it? 2013?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my first travel my first travel outside Ghana was in 2013. Guys, I didn't go to Togo or Liberia or anything like that. I came.
What's wrong with
straight
going to those places?
No, there's nothing wrong. Actually, now I want to go to those places for mission.
So why are you saying you didn't go there?
Yeah, because Togo is near Ghana, so anybody would think, oh, maybe like go to Togo or maybe because it's near Ghana or Nigeria or something.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm bringing in this to say how great God is.
Okay.
That my first travel landed me in New York City. Yeah. And I was there for barely a week. It was really exciting. Yeah, we came for a conference, a work conference, and I remember standing in the middle of, is it Manhattan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and seeing all the lights.
Manhattan.
And seeing all the lights, and I saw Trump Towers and.
Oh, Trump Towers in New York.
Yeah, and I remember that picture. I was even wearing sandals in fall.
Okay.
In fall. You see, so I've always liked the cold because I was wearing sandals in fall. Yeah, it was a really good experience. So, I have traveled to so many other places in the US, like from 2013 all the way till I came to Canada. I've gone to several states in the US for conferences, like academic conferences, and yeah, things like that. I've been to Senegal too, and I'm believing God to take me to so many places in the world, not just go there, but also do missions. Like God should just take me, we say, to the ends of the world. Somewhat, he said, ask and I'll give what the nations to you. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to going to places in Asia and going to even Iceland, name it. Like where are the countries? Botswana, Indonesia. I have some really good friends in Indonesia.
Yep.
Frederica.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
So my first travel experience outside Ghana.
Was it Nigeria?
No, it wasn't Nigeria. I think it was to Liberia actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was for work. So I
nice.
think that was in the year 2011. I went to Liberia. Honestly, when I was going there, I didn't really know what I was going to do. But then they said go, and I just went. So I ended up on the roof of. I was working with an internet service provider, so I ended up on the roof somewhere working on a satellite dish, trying to do some realignment and a whole lot of things. Yes, roof. Like the roof of a building in downtown Monrovia. I think I actually have some pictures. Yeah. And I was calling some people in the US and we're doing some work on their satellite dish, and I was like, okay. And then after that, I think I went to Nigeria, which was also for work, which I didn't really know what I was also going to do, but still went anyway. And yeah, that was my first experience with Nigerians. It was like really.
I think you've been there twice.
Yeah, I've been to Nigeria twice. And then I was like, what's up with all these short 1 hour trips,
I
wanted to travel for
overseas.
Yeah, travel for quite a while. Those I didn't consider those proper international trips. So I think the first long distance trip might have been to India. To Mumbai. I went for training in Mumbai.
India. I think you went to India twice too.
I went there once, but then I traveled through Dubai.
Okay.
And then I went to Dubai itself like 2 times.
Twice.
Then I went to South Africa and I traveled through Dubai.
Oh, you've been to South Africa.
Yeah, Cape Town. And then North America, Canada, US. So yeah, we haven't been to Europe. So.
Well, I have. I've been to Ireland.
Oh yeah, you've been to Ireland. That was like just
this year.
Recently, last year actually.
Last year, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you've been to Europe. Okay, you beat me to Europe. So, okay, but Ireland. Okay, who goes to Ireland anyway?
Who doesn't go to Ireland? Are you kidding me?
No offense to Irish people, but yeah.
Ireland is a great place.
Most people think. Most people think about like UK, going to Europe, and like places like Germany and France and things like that.
Yeah. So I think both of us like to travel.
Oh yeah.
We hope to
do some more travels when COVID-19 is.
But also do God's work in the travel.
Go for missions and stuff like that. Awesome. That sounds very good. Hopefully when COVID-19.
Oh yeah, we would be able to do that.
Do more. Yeah. I believe the whole world belongs to God, so we should be able to go anywhere that we want to, or where He sends us to, right? So. Great. So, anything else? Any fun facts? Anything about yourself that Thoughts about COVID-19?
Well, I think COVID-19, like nobody was expecting it. Nobody thought anything like that was going to happen. But and the Bible says He will turn it around. God will turn things around for our good. Yeah, there's definitely some positives in there. Yeah, opportunity to pray more, to read more of God's word, even start writing my own memoir. I see it to be like all advantageous.
Yeah. Time to work on your book
and things like that. So I wouldn't say it's like 100%. It's, of course, it's not good, but
all things are working together for good.
Yeah, all things are working together for good, and we are still praying and hoping for the best.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
okay, so I guess that would be it for this section.
So this is what we have to share with you guys today. If you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comment section. We're happy to respond. And
yeah, hope you had fun learning some stuff about us. And as time goes on and we share some of our stories, you get more details about some of the things we touched on. And this would hopefully keep the conversation going. So have a good day, and if you have any other questions that you probably have for us, let us know in the comments. And once again,
if you let us know, you drop it, we will answer, we will respond to them.
If anything there is that you want to know about us. So thank you very much for hanging out with us, and remember to subscribe to the channel and leave your comments down below and let us know what your thoughts are. And as always, keep safe and subscribe to our channel. Yes. Bye.